Hey there, folks, my friends. I am happy to be here. I am actually looking at a letter that an email that I received from YouTube just now, and I thought I would just jump on live and sort of in an impromptu way share my thoughts and give you some my feedback, mainly aimed at the YouTube folks, over this, because it's pretty significant. They have announced, let me turn off the scroll here real quickly and figure out how to do that. Let me turn this off, and then I have to bear with me for just a second while I fix it in some other scenes that I'll be coming to in a minute. And turn it back off here. Okay. And here. Okay. Yeah, so I got this email from the folks over at YouTube, and it's pretty nifty, cool technology, I have to say. They are going to soon be doing automatic dubbing of our videos. When we post a video, they will run it through their systems and spit it out with a different audio track in other languages. And I mean, how wild is it that we are there technologically, that it's possible in, if not real time, very short time, to be able to generate an alternate language a soundtrack for your podcast, your YouTube video, whatever it is you're doing. And so here's the letter. It says, we will soon enable automatic dubbing for new video uploads on your channel. So it's only for uploads. I guess live streams may not be doing it yet. Means that YouTube will automatically generate translated audio tracks in different languages, making your content accessible to more viewers. Videos in Spanish, Portuguese, German, French, Italian, Hindi, Indonesian, and Japanese will be dubbed into English, and videos in English into those languages. No action is needed. We'll enable this on your channel in the coming weeks. Once enabled, when you upload a new video, we will automatically add the dubbed audio to your video. And in some cases, we may be unable to generate the dubbed audio. You'll be able to see the status of dubbed audio in YouTube Studio. We're not currently offering an option to automatically dub existing videos. Okay, so not looking back in time, only going forward. Once effective today, you can turn off automatic dubbing for your entire channel, so it is opt out. It's on by default. You go to channel settings, upload defaults, advanced settings, automatic dubbing. I went and looked. The options are there, pretty straightforward. Also, you can review dubs before they are released, which is good. So they go on to say, once auto dubbing is enabled for your channel, while uploading new videos, you will also have the option to turn off automatic dubbing for that video. And there's a link with some more information and so on. I did follow that link. It didn't really tell me that much more. Yeah, and I did, like I said, look at the settings page to see what can be done there, and sure enough, you can, in fact, switch off the dubbing for the whole channel, and you can review dubs before they're released. So that's good news. However, now this is the copyright guy, the podcast guy, the ownership guy, I guess you could say. When we post our content to YouTube, we continue to own that copyright, and that means own the content. That means we own the copyright in that content. And as a copyright owner, your rights are the right to make copies, distribute them, make things that are derivative or based on or incorporating the previous work, as well as to display and perform those works. And when you upload to YouTube, you are granting YouTube, according to their terms of use and their content guidelines, you're granting them permission to review and scan and all those things, as well as to publish the video. That's essentially making copies. You're giving them the right to make them embeddable and other things like that. And I suspect, and I expect that they have now or are going to amend their terms of use to include, if it isn't already included, the right to do this dubbing. And I'm concerned because that mechanism for that dubbing is almost certainly some kind of a generative AI tool. And if you are one who does not wish your content to be used to train AI tools, then this auto dubbing, because the systems are going to ingest it, there's not a lot of certainty about what else that ingestion can lead to. Other than the translation algorithm, is that data set now going to be available to the AIs out there? Probably Google's AI, so what is that, Gemini, right? Is it going to be available to the rest of the AI tools to reach in there and find out what you said and use the information from the transcripts and those kinds of things? And, there are some who don't want AI doing those kinds of things. And there are some who do want the AI to be able to do those things. In fact, many of us use tools to generate a transcript from our show. Well, guess what? That's how it works. Now, YouTube has been generating real-time captioning, or not almost real-time captioning and transcripts for quite some time. They're using similar tools. The real question is, what do they do with it other than the things that the specific use case? So I think it's going to be incumbent upon us as creators to press Google for some answers, YouTube for some answers about, what else is happening with these data sets, and what are the boundaries are there any boundaries? And if not, maybe we need to think hard about what we're doing. I personally, I would rather upload my own captions if I have a choice, if I can opt out of having that data set used for things beyond generating captions, for example. Anyway, it's something to think about. It's something to consider. I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment, a reply somewhere, and let me know, what do you think of this new automatic dubbing into other languages? I love the idea of reach. I love the idea of being able to have my content accessible to people all over the world, regardless of language barriers. And we'll see how good the dubbing is, of course. Another question that comes to mind is it going to dub it to sound like my voice, or is it going to be some random dub voice that we don't know? Because then again, now have I given Google and YouTube my permission to create what is effectively a digital replica of me, at least an audible replica of me in digital form? I have my questions. I'm going to go eventually do a deep dive into the terms of use and find out about that. I know that these other tools are possible. I've actually stopped using some tools because they do make it possible to create that audio replica of my voice, and sooner or later it's going to be video replicas as well, where you won't be able to see a difference in how the lips move based on the language spoken. So I don't know. And unfortunately, I'm not fluent enough in other languages that I'm going to be able to review a dub in any other language to determine whether it's effectively getting the same message across. And for those of us that are sharing fairly technical, legalistic, medical healthcare, all kinds of things, we use particular language that may be sometimes lost in translation. I hope not. I hope it's good enough that it does the job well. And anyway, so I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts, and I'm going to get into it eventually and do that deeper dive and find out a little more about it. And I'll be back to share with you when that time comes. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about auto dubbing coming your way on YouTube from the almighty Google Alphabet company. And that's it. So if you've seen this and drop a note in the comment, I would appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for being with me. Have a great day.